Hello, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool's transfer plans are starting to take shape, and even though this window feels quiet on the surface, serious work is happening behind the scenes. With injuries piling up and contract worries growing, the Reds are already moving early to protect the future of their defense. Most of the recent rumors around Liverpool have actually been about players leaving. Earlier this month, Andy Robertson was linked with a surprise move to Tottenham, which worried many fans. Thankfully, Liverpool stood firm and kept their experienced left back. Then came shock reports that Inter Milan were in contact with Liverpool about a move for Curtis Jones. As an academy graduate and boyhood Red, Jones is seen as part of the club's future, and supporters feared he could be sold. However, those rumors were quickly shut down. Liverpool have no intention of letting Curtis Jones leave this month, making it clear that important squad players are not for sale. Arne Slot has been very open about the club's transfer approach. He has explained that Liverpool will not rush into short-term deals. Instead, they only move when the right player is available, affordable, and fits both present needs and long-term plans. That philosophy explains why Liverpool may wait until summer to make big signings. One position that clearly needs attention is central defense. Right now, Slot only has Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate as his main center-back options after another injury setback for Joe Gomez. Young Giovanni Leone has promise, but he is still developing and cannot be relied upon every week. Even more worrying is Konate's contract situation. If no extension is agreed, he could leave as a free agent in the summer. Losing such a key player for nothing would be a huge blow, and Liverpool are determined not to be caught unprepared. That is where Jacque enters the picture. According to Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool are now in talks to sign the 20-year-old Rennes defender, with Bayern Munich also showing strong interest. Liverpool have already made contact with both the French club and Jacque's representatives, showing how serious they are about this move. Jacque is highly rated across Europe and has been described as an elite passer. He is comfortable on the ball, calm under pressure, and able to start attacks from the back, qualities that perfectly match Liverpool's style of play. The club sees Jacque as more than just a squad option. He is viewed as a potential long-term starter who could replace Konate if he leaves, and possibly even become an upgrade in the future. By starting talks now, Liverpool are putting themselves in a strong position ahead of the summer transfer window. It is a smart, proactive approach that shows the club are planning ahead rather than reacting in panic. So while January may end quietly, the message is clear. Liverpool are building for the future, protecting key players like Curtis Jones, and lining up important signings such as Jacque. Big changes could be coming at Anfield, and this could be the first step. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool's season has been full of twists, turns, and tension, and just when it feels like things cannot get more complicated, another big story drops. Injuries, pressure, and uncertainty have once again pushed the Reds into urgent action. This time, it is about the right-back position, a role that has suddenly become one of Liverpool's biggest problems. With Jeremy Frimpong picking up another hamstring injury and several defensive options already sidelined, Liverpool have reportedly made contact with Inter Milan over a potential move for Dutch star Denzel Dumfries. And this could be one of the most important decisions of the entire season. Arne Slot arrived at Anfield with big expectations, especially after Liverpool lifted the Premier League title last season. But this campaign has been far from smooth. The Reds currently sit 6th in the league table, and although they have managed to qualify for the Champions League round of 16, performances have been inconsistent. The pressure is building, the margin for error is shrinking, and every injury feels like a heavy blow. One of the biggest summer changes came when Trent Alexander-Arnold left for Real Madrid. Losing a player of Trent's quality, creativity, and leadership was always going to hurt. Liverpool moved quickly to bring in Jeremy Frimpong as his replacement, a dynamic and attacking fullback known for his pace, energy, and goal threat. Alongside him, young Connor Bradley was expected to develop and provide competition. But plans rarely survive contact with reality. Bradley has suffered a serious knee injury that could rule him out for the rest of the season. Frimpong, meanwhile, has struggled with fitness issues, and his latest hamstring injury during the midweek win over Karabag has set off alarm bells inside the club. Early reports suggest he could miss several weeks, though a final diagnosis is still awaited. Either way, Liverpool suddenly find themselves dangerously short in a key position. Joe Gomez can fill in at right back, but he too has recently picked up an injury. Calvin Ramsey is not fully trusted by Slot, who has publicly hinted that he does not see him as a reliable long-term solution. That leaves Dominik Szoboszlai as a surprise emergency option. While the Hungarian midfielder has shown incredible versatility and could do a job there, he has arguably been Liverpool's best performer in midfield this season. Moving him out of his natural position would weaken the team in another crucial area. So what is the solution? According to Sky Sports journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Liverpool have now made contact with Inter Milan to explore a possible deal for Denzel Dumfries. The 29-year-old Dutch international has been a key player for Inter for several seasons and is widely regarded as one of the best attacking wingbacks in Europe. Some have even described him as world-class, and it is easy to see why. Dumfries offers power, pace, physical strength, and a constant attacking threat down the right flank. He loves to drive forward, deliver dangerous crosses, and arrive in the box to score goals. In many ways, his style is very similar to Frimpong's, which is not surprising since the two regularly compete for the same spot in the Netherlands national team. That similarity makes Dumfries an ideal short-term and possibly medium-term solution for Liverpool. He already has experience at the highest level, including deep runs in the Champions League and title battles in Serie A. He would not need months to adapt. He could step straight into the team and provide immediate impact. Liverpool's initial contact with Inter was reportedly to gather information about what a deal would look like. This includes asking about availability, potential fee, and whether Inter would even consider letting such an important player leave so close to the transfer deadline. That is a big question mark. Inter are still competing on multiple fronts and may be reluctant to weaken their squad. However, there is an interesting twist. Inter are reportedly interested in Genoa's Brooke Norton-Cuffy, a young and versatile right-sided player. If Inter managed to secure that signing, it could open the door for Dumfries to depart. From Liverpool's point of view, this is about survival and ambition. The season is not over. A strong run in the league could still secure a top-4 finish, and the Champions League remains a realistic opportunity. But without proper depth in defense, especially at right back, those goals become much harder to achieve. A late signing like Dumfries would send a clear message. It would show that Liverpool are not giving up, that the club still believes in this squad, and that they are willing to act decisively when problems arise. It would also take pressure off Frimpong, allowing him to recover properly rather than being rushed back and risking further injury. For Arne Slot, this could be a defining moment. Managing a big club is not just about tactics on the pitch. It is about navigating crises, making tough calls, and working closely with the recruitment team to find solutions. Bringing in an experienced, proven player like Dumfries could stabilize the situation and give Slot the breathing space he desperately needs. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. Transfer windows are unpredictable, negotiations can collapse quickly, and other clubs could enter the race. But the fact that Liverpool have already made contact suggests they are serious. As the deadline approaches, all eyes will be on Anfield. Will Liverpool pull off a late move? Will Dumfries become the next Dutch star to wear red? Or will the club decide to gamble with the options they already have? One thing is certain. The coming days could shape the rest of Liverpool's season. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool fans, the future of the Reds attack is becoming one of the hottest topics in world football right now. With Mohamed Salah's long-term future still uncertain and his contract slowly ticking down, Liverpool are being forced to look ahead. Whether Salah stays or eventually moves on, the reality is simple. The club must begin planning for life after their greatest modern-day winger. And as you would expect, some exciting young names are already putting themselves in the frame. Two talented attackers, playing their football in Europe's top leagues, have now openly admitted that Liverpool is a dream destination for them. That alone tells you how powerful the Liverpool project still is. Let's start with Yin Diomande. The 19-year-old RB Leipzig winger has been on Liverpool's radar for several months. Scouts have been tracking his progress in Germany, and it's easy to see why. Diomande is quick, direct, fearless in one-on-one situations, and plays with confidence beyond his years. He has enjoyed a solid season so far, and his performances have not gone unnoticed. Earlier this month, Diomande made a huge admission. He revealed that playing for Liverpool is one of his biggest dreams. For a teenager playing at a top Bundesliga club, that is no small statement. It shows ambition. It shows belief. And it shows that Liverpool remain one of the most attractive clubs in world football. But Diomande is not the only rising star dreaming of an Anfield move. Another exciting name has now entered the conversation, Brajan Gruda. Brighton and Hove Albion signed Gruda from Mainz in August 2024 for around £25 million. The German attacker arrived with a big reputation as one of the most creative young players in the Bundesliga. Brighton, known for their smart recruitment, clearly saw huge potential in him. Gruda is under contract at the Amex Stadium until 2028, but that hasn't stopped him from speaking openly about his ambitions. In a recent interview with Sky Germany, the 20-year-old admitted that he dreams of playing for a Champions League giant. He said his biggest goal is to play in the Champions League and become a full international for Germany. Then he dropped the line that caught every Liverpool fan's attention. Gruda named the clubs he dreams of playing for: Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Liverpool. That is elite company. When young players place Liverpool alongside those giants, it tells you everything about how the club is viewed across Europe. Even in seasons where results may dip, Liverpool's identity, history, and style still attract the best young talents in the game. So, could Brajan Gruda be a future replacement for Mohamed Salah? This is where things get interesting. Salah has been the heartbeat of Liverpool's attack for nearly a decade. Season after season, he delivers goals, assists, big moments, and match-winning performances. Few players in world football can match his consistency. Replacing him will be one of the hardest tasks Liverpool have ever faced. Even if Salah stays beyond 2026, his contract expires in 2027. That gives Liverpool less than 2 years to identify, develop, or sign a long-term successor. Planning must start now. Gruda is undoubtedly talented. He is technically gifted, comfortable on either wing, and intelligent in possession. He links play well, presses with energy, and can operate in tight spaces. In terms of style, he fits the type of football Liverpool like to play. However, there is one major concern: end product. So far this Premier League season, Gruda has recorded just 1 goal and 1 assist in 18 appearances. Those numbers are modest, especially when you compare them to Salah's output, which often sits in double figures for both goals and assists every single season. This doesn't mean Gruda is a bad player. Far from it. He is still young. He is still adapting to the Premier League. And not every winger explodes statistically in their first season in England. But replacing Salah is not just about potential. It is about production. Liverpool do not simply need another promising winger. They need a game changer. Someone who can decide matches. Someone who can score 20 to 30 goals a season. Someone who thrives under pressure. At this moment in time, Gruda looks more like a development project than a ready-made Salah successor. The same can be said, to an extent, about Yin Diomande. He has exciting qualities, pace, and confidence, but he is also very young and still raw. What this really tells us is that Liverpool's future attack may not depend on just one signing. Instead of searching for the next Salah, Liverpool could build a new front line using multiple young, high-ceiling attackers who grow together. That approach has worked before. Think of Salah, Mane, and Firmino. None arrived as global superstars, but together they became unstoppable. Liverpool may already be preparing for a similar rebuild. One thing is certain: players across Europe are watching Liverpool closely. They believe in the project. They believe in the pathway. And they believe that Anfield is still one of the best stages in football. When talents like Diomande and Gruda openly say they dream of playing for Liverpool, it sends a powerful message. The Reds remain massive. The next few transfer windows could define the next era at Anfield. Smart recruitment, patience, and long-term thinking will be crucial. Whether Salah stays longer or eventually moves on, Liverpool must be ready. And from the looks of it, The queue of young stars who want to wear the famous red shirt is already forming. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything.